Hi, I'm Roger, a regular guy with a hotline to spirit. And I want to talk to you about two aspects of healing that no one really ever covers, and we're not sure really what to do when we experience them, and that is crying and listening. See you in a bit. So there are two aspects of healing that don't get a lot of airtime, and I have learned over the many years of having a healing practice the importance of them, and I want to share that with you right here. One is listening. We need to listen to each other, and it's very interesting that we find ourselves speaking about this right now. You and I, that's what we're doing. It's because so many things in our society, we have gear and steer us towards not listening to anybody at all. We're just listening to our cell phones, or we're listening to our headset, or we're just doing Instagram, or we're just watching TV, or we're watching this, where everyone's walking around like this. I don't know how they're next to it. I have a cell phone, that's not my pastime. No one's interacting and no one's listening. And what happens is there becomes this atmosphere of why bother? And in that we lose the value of listening. What is the value of listening? Well, people need to be heard. You know, I used to try to really, and sometimes I still do, depending on what's going on in a session, but I always want to get to a new experience, or I want my client to have a new experience. And if I just listen the whole entire time to what they've experienced, then we never get to changing then what they're holding energetically, and thus bringing in a new experience. But over the years, I've learned that listening allows the person to sort through what's going on with them in that moment, to also, really important, they need to be heard. You'd be surprised at how many people have never been heard. And whoever's sitting with you, the moment might come up one day in your life or more. And if it is one or more times, it's a gift, because that person feels comfortable with you to discuss the living of their life. And probably they never have that opportunity, bar none, with anyone. There's something about you, something about Mary, there's something about you that's radiating an energy that makes them feel safe. And when they are expressing themselves and they're being heard, we're not comfortable with that, because we feel we need to do something. We feel we need to fix it. We feel we need to move them along, so to speak, because we need to get to whatever it is they're getting to, and they're only to realize they're not getting to anything. They need to be heard. And by them being heard, they're healing. They're working through their stuff. So sit your butts down, turn off your phone, turn off the thing on the burner, forget about the train, and get comfortable being just present. Present meaning you are listening. They have your full undivided attention. There's no, oh, wait a second. I once went on a date, actually, and they were doing their phone. I never went on a date with them again. Listening, being present with someone is so important. It tells them, without saying it, that they matter. We got to get comfortable with someone talking about themselves and not knowing the next moment and how they're going to live it. And if you're uncomfortable with that, that's something for you to look at, isn't it? And remember, and that's a gift in itself, everyone helps us learn about our stuff. So what is the person saying to you, calling you to be still and be present, for you to receive, for you to reflect on? Don't be running off somewhere. What are you running from when you're doing that? So listening is vitally important. Hear them out. It's such a gift. And it makes a person feel safe. And when we feel safe, the base of our being spreads out, and we, like roots of a tree, and we open up and we blossom and we come forth strong. Listening is such a wonderful healing modality. The other one is crying. It's very interesting when I teach different healing modalities, and many a time when someone is receiving, even though they're mock sessions in a workshop, they're experiencing it because the modalities are powerful. I only teach the most powerful ones. So as the person, very often when someone's crying, we want to stop them. We want to say, oh, it's okay, I don't know. Or we want to insert something. Just let them cry. What I teach in class, and I'm sharing it with you, is if someone is crying, let them cry. Don't interrupt it. Don't keep asking them if they're okay. Do they need a tissue? Just give them a box. Don't speak. Silence is golden. Let them cry. It might be something they've held in all their lives. They might not even know what they're crying about. Very often they might not, because in a healing modality, or maybe in your presence, they feel safe and they're releasing something. They might even literally say, I don't know what I'm crying about, but they cannot hold it any longer. What muscle is that? When someone cries, that's muscle. They're completely saying, I don't got this. Matter of fact, I'm terrible about this. Whatever is going on in their life, I'm terrible at life. And I can't fake it. I can't hold it together. I can't smile right now. This is what I got. Can you be here with me? Can you deal with me not being able to deal with me? Like, it moves me. So I tell students, when they're learning a healing modality, very often someone's going to cry. And when they're crying, let them cry. And get comfortable with that. Know that they feel safe in your presence. I remember once I was invited to give a workshop somewhere, and a healing modality. I brought a friend with me, and he's taking the class with all these people. And it's very interesting. Everyone in the class wanted to be partnered up with him because he's just a loving person. And I remember the person that he ended up getting was this doctor. Wonderful, wonderful person. And they began to just cry. And you just knew this was probably the first time in at least 10 or 20 years that this person just allowed themselves to be vulnerable, and that did so much for that person. I suspect even more than the healing modality, because that person that was administering already comes to the table with so much, like we all do. So can we be there for somebody else? Let's be there for each other. So crying, it's like a vomit. We know when someone vomits, they're going to start feeling better. And we've heard the term, they need a good cry. And sometimes we all wish, I want to cry, but I can't cry. Right now, it's just not happening. Come on, cry. Let me focus on my eyes. But we need to release, and it's a wonderful gift we give one another by being with them while they cry. They feel safe. They feel they're not being judged. They feel loved, and it's that is the essential part of it. It is in your presence they feel loved, so they cry. No one's told us this, but I'm telling you now. So listening and crying are part of healing. It allows other people to heal, and being there for somebody helps you learn and remember your magnificence. And from that place, you see them and you love them and they know it. It's amazing how when people come to us and they need help, I think they actually have us recruit the muscles we need to recruit to help us remember who and what we are, of our greatness. Thank you very much. If you like this video, subscribe, ring the bell, and give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. Thank you so much. Much love to you.